A powerful storm Tuesday evening toppled trees and power lines in Ontario, where thousands remained without power Wednesday morning. A Hydro One outage update indicated more than 55,000 customers were without power. The provincial utility said damaged trees on power lines and broken poles were part of the damage crews were assessing. Environment Canada had warned of damaging winds, large hail, and heavy rains ahead of the severe thunderstorm. Local utilities were reporting that about 500 customers were still without power in Toronto and around 350 in Ottawa, but the numbers were coming down Wednesday. The storm also toppled some trees and hydro poles in Hamilton on Tuesday afternoon, where the city's mayor sustained multiple injuries in a fall during extremely windy conditions, her office said. Mayor Andrea Horwath fell on the stairs outside City Hall and was undergoing surgery for a broken wrist on Wednesday morning. Horwath was also being assessed for other injuries, including an elbow fracture and a leg injury, the Post said. Tuesday's storm arrived about a month after a severe ice storm caused sweeping damage in Ontario and parts of Quebec. Thousands of people in Ontario, especially in cottage country, experienced prolonged power outages as a result. Initial estimates show the ice storm caused $342 million in insured damage, the Insurance Bureau of Canada said in a news release Wednesday. A strong, short-lived storm uprooted trees and caused significant damage in parts of Guelph. Environment Canada put out a special weather statement Tuesday afternoon, warning of the potential for damaging winds and hail as a storm blew through parts of southern Ontario. By 8 p.m. the statements had ended, but evidence of the storm was clear to see. The winds were gusting to 70 kilometers per hour, perhaps even 80 kilometers per hour, for much of the afternoon in the Guelph area, Rob Kuhn, severe weather meteorologist with Environment and Climate Change Canada, said. Then a line of thunderstorms associated with a strong cold front came through between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m., and those storms brought even stronger winds with gusts likely between 90 kilometers per hour and 100 kilometers per hour. He said the storm did not last long, but it was powerful. The intense part of the storm was maybe 5 minutes. The storms themselves were racing east at about 80 kilometers per hour to 90 kilometers per hour, so when you did get hit, it was very sudden. And then once the storms formed into a line, the line was pushing southeast at about 40 kilometers per hour, Kuhn said. According to Northern Tornadoes Project, a team based out of Western University that investigates severe weather, they received many reports from across southern Ontario of scattered damaging winds, none related to tornadoes so far. At this point, we don't have any evidence or reports of tornadoes, Kuhn said. We've been asked that question for a couple cases already in eastern Ontario, but so far nothing yet has been determined that there was a tornado. When we were looking at warning these storms beforehand, the primary threat, by large, was straight-line damaging winds, downbursts from thunderstorms, and that's indeed what seems to have happened. Over 50 calls related to storm damage. In an email statement to LOCA, Terry Dooling, manager of public works for the city of Guelph, confirmed their teams received and responded to over 50 calls related to storm damage. The impacts of the city's recent storm include downed trees and large limbs blocking roads and sidewalks, fallen or damaged traffic signs, minor flooding, damage to traffic signals, multiple lane closures and temporary road closures due to debris and low-hanging wires causing safety concerns. Our operations staff teams are working quickly to clear hazards and restore safe traveling conditions. Cleanup is ongoing, the statement read. Extensive damage throughout the city. At a U-Haul building on Speedvale Avenue, at least one of the iconic orange storage boxes had been blown onto its side. It looked like there was a container that was flipped over. Winds of that strength for 30 seconds to 1 minute. That's all you need to cause damage. It's almost like a wall of wind, Kuhn explained. Elsewhere, residents posted pictures on social media featuring large downed tree branches and toppled fences. Others posted videos showing debris blowing down the street as the winds whipped through the area. Hydro One confirmed power outages are affecting 2,800 of their customers in the city. Crews have been dispatched, with an estimated time of restoration by 11 p.m. Wednesday.